Hey, Mary here. In continuation of talking about burnout, I think it's really important that we talk about work-life balance. And so often, I think so many people think they have to do so much more before they'll finally have the work-life balance they want. And I found it's actually the opposite. And I found this for myself and for clients is creating the work-life balance you want is actually taking stuff off of your plate, off of your schedule, taking the things off that are like draining your time but not giving you anything back or not letting you accomplish what you want. And we all have things like this. But what I really help clients do is like look at what they're doing in their days, cut out the stuff that doesn't need to be there, add in the stuff that does. And by but the we're only adding in after we cut stuff out, which is the important part. And then so much of the work we do is to create boundaries to protect their time too. So we're removing the things that don't really add to their schedule, aren't letting them accomplish what they want. We're putting things in place to let them do accomplish what they want and get work done more efficiently. And then we're setting the boundaries in place so there is that protection of their time. And in all this, we are constantly refining their process. So we set up systems and processes, they go and try them, they come back, we solve for any problems that may have come up, and we look at what maybe isn't working as optimally for them as they want, and we're constantly refining to make it easier and easier. And with this process of the like setting things in place and refining them, pretty soon they become a natural, easy part of life. So things you're going to struggle with maybe at the beginning of this process, you're definitely not going to struggle with later. And you're going to be like, wow, look at how far I've come. This is really fun. I had a client. She's transitioning from employee to entrepreneur, super wonderful person. And she wanted a better work-life balance so she could like really transition into business owner part. And with this, what we really did was like cleaned up her schedule. So within 3 months, she was actually taking time off without having to constantly be working. So instead of being at the hotel room and spending the whole day working, she went and was able to enjoy her time. And then when any thoughts came up that are like, no, you should be working, she had me in her head, me in her corner saying, hold on, wait, it'll all be there later. And of course, we put systems and processes in place to make sure everyone knew she was going to be gone. So like making sure those out of office messages are in place and everything like that. Like that's how we train people to interact with us in a way that's good for us and them. Because so often we think when we put these boundaries in place, we think it's selfish and it's only for us, and it's not. People like us to be upfront, straightforward. They like knowing what's going on. So if we let people know we'll be gone, it won't be available. And like when we'll reach out, they have no problem. They get days off too. You know what I mean? So again, work-life balance, make sure you're making time for yourself. And really, this is about taking things off your plate. So then only then we can add in the things that really make a difference. So if this is something you're struggling with, let me know. I do have spaces available for coaching. I love doing this work with people. It is so important that you get to enjoy your life. And even if you love your job, you can't enjoy all the life stuff if you're constantly working. And there's room for both, I promise. So go ahead and reach out. And then if you have any questions about work-life balance, drop them below. I'll be happy to answer them. And I hope you have a great day.